These lips were made for talking, and that is what they'll do. Hey, my lovely, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So let us do something beautiful today. When you are a CEO world changer, you have an outlook, beliefs about yourself and the world, and you have values of what is important to you and how you function and serve in this world. And there will be people that will not love what you have to say. And there will be people who will not agree with you. And there will be people who will absolutely have no idea how to behave as an adult, self-aware human being and give really constructive criticism. And they will just behave like an asshole, pointing fingers and doing it in a very unprofessional and childish way. But that's life. So all of us will be in contact with criticism. All of us. We already have been, and maybe this has sometimes prevented you from being who you are publicly even more, because it hurt you deeply when somebody wrote a really negative comment underneath your post, or when you were a speaker somewhere, and you just felt like that is not fair and you are doing your best, but they shit all over you. Such is life of a world changer, right? We have a message for the world, and we are unbreakable in getting that message across, because there are people out there who are your perfect people, and they will thank you forever that you are doing what you're doing in a way you are doing it. Okay. So today I have this beautiful, lesson, very practical, that we will go through. How to stay calm as fuck and disarm critics on social media or in life. Take it and apply it to life. All right. This is really important for me, that you can use all of this as a human, as an expert, and as a CEO. Okay, so we're gonna do this really practically, and I'm gonna show you how this is done, and I'm gonna give you a really, really short and useful formula that you can use in the answer to the critics. But first, let's do something else. First and foremost, darling, mindset shift about the critic. What those people who are going to be critical towards you are displaying is their terrible behavior. Let us not go into judgment that they are a terrible human. Okay? This is adult behavior from us to them. All right? So terrible behavior, not a terrible human. You must understand that people who are so critical of you, right? And they have no self-awareness, meaning that they are blaming and criticizing you for everything that is happening to them and just vomiting everything on you. They must have a war inside of them. And their bitchy, negative behavior has in 99% nothing to do with you. And all they need, and all the whys they are doing this, is to be heard and seen. Okay. And of course, we are human, we are adult, we are professional, we understand human experience, we understand human emotion, we understand that some people are just not that self-aware and awoke. So we will always have empathy. And you know that empathy does not mean that we agree with people. but we can absolutely hear them out because they're human and they respect who we are, and we're going to respect them because they are human, even if they are behaving like an asshole. So we will have empathy, but we will still disarm them. And of course, that we have empathy has nothing to do with us agreeing with everything that they're saying or vomiting onto us. I will give you a few examples and you will see how things are done. And I did say that 99% of what they're saying is not about you, but there is still that 1% that they might be absolutely right. And this is where we are adult to human, and we absolutely tell them that they are right. All right, and learn something from that. But it's always upon us to know and start with this human to human, heart to heart mindset, and that we don't go into this with absolute criticism and judgment towards people who have been critical towards us. Because if we are fucking triggered, like big times triggered by somebody giving us like a criticism, if we get really triggered, then we need to heal a lot. Okay, so let's start on the right vibe with the right human to human mindset. Secondly, darling, this, what we're going to do today, needs to be practiced in order to be integrated effortlessly into your life, into your CEO life. Just because you have this formula does not mean that it would be the most pleasant, simple, nicest, comfortable thing for you to use it. Because I know that you will be provoked and triggered by the criticism. We are all fucking human. But if we are self-aware, awoken, then self-reflective, then we can absolutely react in an adult, beautiful way. Okay? Where the person on the other side is not less than a human, but a human. All right? This is really important for me to understand that, yes, I'm going to teach you how to disarm a critic, and you will see how I do it, but that does not mean we still do not have respect for the critic. Okay, as a human being. My thing got stuck. All right, good. I'm back. Okay. So the formula when you get criticism, the formula how to react to the criticism. Okay. This, by the way, has been inspired by Dr. David Burns. And he has been the one helping me understand myself, my beliefs, and how to coach myself, and now how you coach yourself more than anyone in the last year and a half, that I have gone through a lot of self reflection. And I will be forever in debt to him. All right. So the formula: thank them for starting the conversation on this super valuable subject that you wrote about and they commented on, because you believe that there is so much more to learn and explore there, right? Thank them. Ooh. Is this triggering something inside of you? Fucking shit. I'm not gonna thank them if they have given me so much shit publicly. No way. That's triggers. You gotta heal those. Somebody giving you criticism is a neutral thing, right? So you are giving meaning to it. So if it triggers you that you are getting all upset and you want to, I don't know what to do with that person, it is a trigger. So go reflect on why it is so triggering that you gotta completely judge and criticize and verbally kill that person, right? This is beautiful self-reflection right there. So this is why you will have to practice this, because no, not for anybody on the planet is it nice to hear a criticism. But the giant inside of you who has all the love and self-respect and self-worthiness will just go, all right, this just happened, right? What do we do with it, right? So let's move forward. The second thing is admit your shortcomings if the person is right, or give empathy. Empathy just means that basically you are repeating what they said they are feeling and what they said they are thinking. No opinion or motivation or coaching, all right? Or not pampering, but motivating or inspiring or blah, blah, blah. Nothing of that, just repeating. Because remember, all these people that just jump on you, right? And they jump from you out of this huge, intensive emotions happening inside of you. They just need to be seen and heard. There is something happening inside of them, and you are just the one that they vomit all of this on, right? Only hurt people hurt people. Otherwise, people just react like adults and they say something really nice. They take their part of their responsibility and they make you responsible for something, but they say it nice. All right. So third thing, invite them to share their knowledge with you privately, and then you will tell the audience. What, Lenja? What are you talking about? Of course, I will now show you an example and you will immediately know what I think. Okay. So this is the examples. Let's do these. Critic. For example, Lenja, I was listening to your TEDx talk on YouTube. What does it say here? I can't read. All right. And I do not understand a word because you talk super fast and your English is incomprehensible. Yeah, this can happen, right? So this is a normal thing that can happen to people in the comments of their posts, Facebook Lives, YouTube videos, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever, right? Let's use the formula, okay? Name, you always use the name, right? Thanks for taking the time and watching my TEDx talk about self-coaching for leaders and world changers, because it is truly a fascinating and game-changing topic in today's crazy, chaotic world. You see, I made his comment mean something valuable for this planet. Okay? That person still took the time to watch something or read something that you have written. All right, acknowledge that and turn it into your own benefit, because you, if you are writing about your topics, you are really passionate about them. That is your message. This is your legacy, and you want to keep doing it for a long time, which means that you really want to explore that. And it's really, really important for your life. So thank them for that. Number two, I must say you are right. So acknowledge if you know that they are right. I must say you're right. I tend to start speaking really fast when I am super excited and nervous at the same time about a subject so dear to my heart. And thank you for noticing and letting me know how I can do it better the next time, right? I might talk a little bit fast, or my English is not always perfect. I made this up, all right, just for the sake of the argument. Okay, and the nice thing, the third part of the formula is, if you have any advice on how I could do that, maybe you had a similar challenge, let me know and I will share your advice with my followers as well. That's it, right? That's it. Like, how many critics would go into a battle with you if you answered like this, completely fucking calm and like an adult? Wouldn't the world be a better place if he were taught this in primary school? That's a lot of self-loving and coaching, and learning how to be human with ourselves and with another human being. And the world would be a fucking better place if you knew this. Next example. What else? We are now going to start talking about emotions of dogs, trees, and salad. Come on, this has all gone too far. A dog is a dog, and we do not need your course on mindful dog training, right? So what do? Name, because we are human. We are respectful because there's a human being on the other side, all right? Thanks for taking the time and reading my post about our experience with dogs and their owners, because it is truly a fascinating and game-changing topic in today's world. I must say that you are right. It felt far-fetched for me too. Until 5 years ago, I almost lost one horse and one dog because 2 vets were clueless of why they are dying. Then and there, I used the holistic techniques, and in 2 weeks, I saved both. If you have your own advice stemming from your own experience on how dog owner with problematic dogs should behave towards their pets, and you have had tremendous success, let me know and I will share this with you. We'll share this with all of my followers, subscribers, or I can do an interview with you here. How can a healthy, mentally healthy adult bitch about you after this comment? They can't. You disarm them by listening, by hearing them, by acknowledging them, and by being respectful, but still the boundaries. Beautiful, huh? As I was just listening to your lecture on Zoom, I got so, what did I write? So frustrated because your data is wrong, and I think you should do your research better next time. Name. Thank you for staying on my lecture until the end and speaking out about such an important topic as mental health during the pandemic. I must say that you are right. Even after working on my research and with patients for 34 years, I know so little. And I sometimes don't really take myself too seriously, so I don't blame you. You can put a little bit of your personality in there. So if you have your own data, I would so like to learn from you. Come talk to me privately in a breakout room on Zoom, and I will gladly share your advice and new correct data with all the other participants too. That's it. We disarm them with love and understanding and respect. All of these people who are bashing you and criticizing you have a war going inside of them. Otherwise, they would behave like adults that can say this in a really nice way with constructive criticism, right? So invite them for a dialogue, human to human, heart to heart. Human to human, darling. We do it always, human to human, heart to heart. But you got to set boundaries like a motherfucker. And this is how you set them. By learning to take care of yourself when you feel triggered, if somebody says something to you. Go self-reflect if what they said was actually true. If it is, absolutely, genuinely fucking apologize. Try and make things right. But if you see that they're just, you know, bitchy and they want to vomit something and they're absolutely wrong, just still don't forget that there is a human who is somehow hurt, and you're a human and we can respect each other no matter what. But we clearly have boundaries and use them appropriately. This means that you really, really love yourself more. All right. Thank you so much. I love doing this. Bye-bye, darling.